Ready when you are.
How you doing? My name is Swiss. Okay, let me start again. Hello, my name is Swiss. I am the CEO and founder of Black Pound Day, and we've just opened our store today, the 25th of June 2022, and it's a momentous and beautiful moment.
Fantastic. So what inspired you to create this idea in the first place?
Well, I had the idea before my son was born, so I usually say it's about 13 years ago. He's 13 now, so maybe like 14 years ago. And I grew up in Battersea, and there's not much black businesses in Battersea when I grew up. You know, you had a few Caribbean shops, a few barber shops, and I noticed they began to dwindle as I grew older. And you know, I was in the community one day and I said to my friend, can you imagine if we had a Black Pound Day, a day where we supported black businesses and yeah, just poured money back into our community. And fast forward to 2020, the murder of George Floyd happens, and the idea comes back to me, and I say, you know what, I'm gonna walk out on a limb, I'm gonna present this publicly to my community, and I'm gonna see if people are really aware enough to catch on to this idea and see the benefit and beauty in changing a negative into a positive. Because, you know, you had the marches, you had the lamenting, you had the shouting, the screaming, and it's almost like, where do we go from there? After we put our fists in the air and they come back down, where do they fall? I presented that they fall into our pockets, and we support black businesses going forward, and we pour that energy and redirect that into a positive outcome. So that's where Black Pound Day came from in the modern day version, but it was an idea I had, you know, 14 years prior.
Okay, so what has been the support been like from the community and government agencies?
Oh, it's been beautiful. We've had a few, you said government agencies, right? We've had a few partnerships with the government and support as well. So it started with Haringey, and then we done some stuff with Birmingham Council, Camden Council, and now we have a partnership with Islington Council to help the local black businesses in that borough. And in terms of the people, you know, they've been with us from the beginning all the way. You know, our community has grown to at least about 50 to 60,000 across our social media. We have a very great mailing list in terms of numbers. In terms of impressions for the movement itself, we've reached over 145 million people. No, the impressions have been 145 million. Our reach has been about 45 million.
Okay.
So it's been very successful, brother. So we give thanks, and you know, it's been so successful that we've now been able to open a store and bring all of our businesses from our directory and marketplace together into one room. We've cherry-picked them, and we've got premium businesses and we've got startup companies all in one place in the same building as Armani Exchange, Zara, H&M, and these different brands. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to do that for our community and present ourselves to the local consumer with such great footfall.
All right. What would you say would be your ultimate vision for Black Pound Day?
That's a good question. I want us to be efficacious across globally, you know. Anywhere where black people are marginalized and economically disadvantaged, this can work. We call it Black Pound because the pound is our currency, but it could work in any other country for the currency that they have, you know. So yeah, it can work like that. So just to give you a bit of background, Black Pound Day is the first Saturday of every month.
Okay.
So it's a sustainable way of supporting the community, because you know that once that day comes around every Saturday, for every first Saturday of the month, you're reminded to support a black business. We're not saying just support a black business on that day, but from a consumer psychology perspective, just like when Valentine's comes around or Christmas or any other holiday, you're reminded, oh man, let me go and get a card, let me go and do this, you know. But the thing with Black Pound Day, it comes every month, and so you're reminded every month.
Yeah.
And once you do spend with a black business, if you're happy, then you're most likely to go back, you know. So it will create and change your habit of spending eventually. So that's why it's such a unique and beautiful way of you know, coercing our community to get involved in community economics.
All right, fantastic, Swift. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
All right.
If you want to reach us, all the W's, blackpoundday.uk, BPD official on Instagram, and remember to spend black as much as you can, and especially on Black Pound Day, and hashtag Black Pound Day when you do, to spread the word to other people.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Swiss. Cheers.